Welcome to Psychotronic Video Hour. I'm your host, Snickle Fritz Jones. I want to talk about dreaming. The other night I had a dream where I had... Man, I don't want to talk about dreams. Dreams have been very weird. Like, I'll just say this. In one of the dreams, I'd seen somebody falling all the way down to the sidewalk. And they were dead. And then, during the next day, it was on the Nash Bridges show with Don Johnson again. Fucking Don Johnson infiltrating the movies. He's in Boy and His Dog. Now he's Nash Bridges. I did the show about his orange fucking gear changing mind control type shit. See, now he's done got into my dreams because his dad's looking up some shit, doing some Navy codes. And I think the code was the Emperor's where the Emperor died. Now, they're in San Francisco, so the Emperor who had died was, in this case, Emperor Norton. Now, Emperor Norton is known to me because of Principia Discordia and the Discordian Society. See, the goddess Eris, the goddess of chaos, you know, why we got our chaos bolt from good old chaos magic, she is said to have one human child, and his name was Emperor Norton. This guy in the 1800s, I think it was 1844 to something, I don't know what it was, but he dressed up like real regal, like, you know, kind of like Napoleon, Peacock Man, rich for a while, but he declared himself the Emperor of America and the Protector of Mexico, and he was about that shit. He died one day on the sidewalk. Walking down the sidewalk, he dies. Now you can look up this location. It's 1500 Market Street, San Francisco. You'll find this address a lot of different places. You can use this wormhole of his death spot. See, knowing it is a outgate point, you know, finding a bunch of these different points, you start to use them and piece them together. And you'll find ways to slip in and out of reality. Or more like, you can embed reality, and you'll start to experience back certain things. Prime example, this girl I know, she has episodes, but I tell her, look, we create our reality, we experience that created reality. I said, here's a way to check it out. Reese will be the code word. I had a dream one time that I was in a square apartment complex, and there was this really hot chick. Her name happens to be something Reese. I won't say her name on here like it fucking matters. Look her up. Anyway, real hot chicks climbing on the walls, getting me and the ex to fight with each other. We both were, like, I guess, believing we were going to possess her in different ways. It would cause us to fight. In the middle there was a tower. It was all the different years of our lives, different apartments. Hot chick in there. I said, Reese will be the code word. So, and I had it appear many different times. I had my friend come and we took some DMT out in the front Ghost Woods. It was fantastic. One of the dogs' name was Reese. That day I was the fucking dog whisperer. Took this DMT and I had a mirror out there. The one I've smashed all to hell, but I saw this flickering worm thing in my eye and I was able to get it out, and it turned into a living caterpillar. Didn't have a caterpillar in my eye. I took it that I got the Archon liar fucking overlay device thing out. Anyway, besides the point. Another time my friend parks right here. She's driving, I guess, her boyfriend's truck. Big piece of paper says Reese. Apparently that's his daughter's name. But she parks over a spot where I had shot years before at this raccoon. Came right at me, but this raccoon was opened up the thing, and he had the lid off of the corn for the feed corn, and was just in there just eating. His legs were spread out on the bottom, and he's just getting it. So I shot him. Pow! Pow, 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 pow. And he disappears into the darkness. In the morning, I find him in the yard, like in the laying down praying position. He's laying down and he's praying. And I'm like, man. I actually, being shamanic, I took him and buried him in the tree. The tree had a hole. I fixed it up where, he was holding the piloting stick, and then closed him with a tree. Unfortunately, about 9 months later, that thing opened up, and he went zombie. I found a dead, very much him, same one, all zombied out, but he had been moved and zombie. Actually, I think that was the jinn that did that. They like to do stuff like that, and it was kind of a message to me. It was creepy. It wasn't too evil or threatening, but it did make me understand that I did have a jinn around. And you get those. Those are fire elementals. They call them salamanders. They have a king over them, and their name, name of the king is Jinn. Jinn is the king. It is not they are jinns. They are salamanders. They have a king who is a jinn. Same thing with all the other elementals. You have gnomes for the earth elemental. They have a king over them. His name is Gob. You'll see him too. He's kind of shy and bashful. They have a queen over them. Her name is Terra. Now with the salamanders, they have a queen. Her name is Corona. Like you'll see these shoes. Now Corona, being a jinn, and the Illuminatis, or whoever the fuck they are, these occultist motherfuckers that like to program people, they like to put a salamander inside of a girl, and they call that a dragonfly. So it's like a elemental spirit that makes the girl have special abilities that they can use, and is what it is. I try to get them out of people that I know that have stuff like that, but a lot of times, like in the case of, there was this one girl, we got one out, and she wanted to keep the last one. She wasn't gonna. So, people get into weird relationships with these entities that are inside of them. I don't want them inside of me. But, anyway, time embedding. So you can pick certain things to be indicators of your traveling through the times. The timelines have bifurcated already after the solstice of the 21st. In the Human Design School class, I took one that morning, and it talked about taking the old earth crystal out from your pineal gland, that it was time for a new one. Didn't have these limitations and barriers on it. I did that. I did a ritual to do that, and it's pretty legit. I had even bought this big purple crystal. It came in from China, and mounted it on a purple laser. Had a bunch of shit going on, but it was a symbolic interface of the new pineal crystal setup. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I see my time is running up, and it'll take forever to upload this, but yeah, just wanted to continue to make content and talk about the things in my experience. Try to get some people to participate and help that I know. I've got a computer coming from a buddy of mine, and I'm really looking forward into trying to put some stuff together. I have all kinds of crazy stuff going on, and I just throw it together, and I don't watch it, But I catch a lot of stuff that's really cool. And I see it. I see that I've caught it. And I probably even catch more. But I don't always get the chance to go back in and look at it. I just try to keep going forward. So, if anybody's got any questions, comments, ideas, whatever, want to help, participate, catch something, film something, do something about that, let's do that. We're entering into a new reality where some of our abilities are being unlocked, so we got to push forward and get her done.